It's the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion. This is for Sunday, April the 29th. I'm Michael Groff. The weather begins to turn cooler. In fact, highs by Tuesday and Wednesday could be as much as 20 to 25 degrees lower than what we've experienced over the last several days. And dare I even mention a chance of rain. Let's talk about it as we look at the almanac from yesterday. 98 degrees the high in the valley. The morning low, 74. That's in orange because that set a record warm low temperature for the day. And taking a look at the averages, the normal low of 74 doesn't occur usually until early June. So obviously we are well above where we should be for this time of year. Speaking of that, looking outside right now here at 6:55 a.m. under partly sunny skies, we start this day out at 68 degrees at Sky Harbor, dew points at 34, humidity 28%, the winds are light, the barometer is rising. Temperatures around south central Arizona this morning, low 60s in the cool spots, around 70 for us here in the urban core. The water vapor satellite view, troughing developing out here across the western United States. That'll be the dominant weather feature for a while. The watch warning map, red flag warnings for much of northern and eastern Arizona. The elevated fire danger risk thanks to low humidity and breezy to locally windy conditions. Wind advisories from Southern California eastward through New Mexico and on into the central and northern plain states. More red flag warnings up there as well. Convective outlook for today. A couple of marginal risk zones defined for places like Amarillo, Hobbs, and Roswell, New Mexico. Points on northward from there, including the Texas, Oklahoma panhandles, western Kansas, as well as parts of Montana, Wyoming, North and South Dakota. Watch out toward Bismarck today, maybe a few strong storms. Precipitation for the next 7 days coming from the WPC. This is valid through next Sunday morning. About 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch possible across northern Arizona, but they don't have any rain defined for us here in the valley. That's probably a safe call, but we'll get into the models and have a look at it just to make sure. This is the GFS, the 06Z run, valid at 5 o'clock this afternoon. The upper look at 500 millibars. There's our trough out here across the west. And as a result, down at the surface today, some breezy to locally windy conditions, especially across northern Arizona, the deserts of Southern California. Maybe some patchy blowing dust out there. Certainly the fire danger will be high. And mostly sunny skies, some high clouds around from time to time today. High temperatures upper 80s and low 90s for us here in the valley. Tonight, partly cloudy, lows in the 60s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny in the morning, some clouds in the afternoon. High temperatures, low to middle 80s. All right, now Tuesday, this is where things start to get interesting. Another low pressure area slides down the west coast and moves through Southern California. And at this point, the overall trajectory is still mostly over land. Not a very deep subtropical moisture tap here, but still a little bit of moisture will come northward. Enough for some widely scattered showers and isolated thunderstorms in northern Arizona. A few isolated showers and storms here in south central Arizona possible Tuesday afternoon. And then Tuesday night. The model's not overly bullish on moisture coming in here, but let's look at it in more detail. You see the GFS has a few showers and storms, most of the action to our north and west. Here's the NAM, Tuesday evening at 8 p.m. It's got a few showers and storms rumbling about Arizona. Any rainfall that we get here in the valley would be very light and fairly widely spaced as well. So not everybody's going to get wet, but still can't rule out some blowing dust or maybe those isolated showers and storms. Here's the precipitable water coming off the GFS Tuesday afternoon. Not a whole lot here. PWatt values 0.7, 0.8, maybe 0.9 inches or so. Not a lot of available moisture in the atmospheric column overall. Still, that's a little bit above average for April, so we'll watch for those chances of showers. Wednesday, this should be the coolest day of the forecast period. Widely scattered showers and storms in northern Arizona. Isolated showers and storms could continue here. Partly sunny skies each day. High temperatures on Wednesday. The latest guidance coming in with low and middle 70s. An absolutely glorious day. It will be breezy, but get out and enjoy it. Probably the last day with highs in the 70s until, October, November maybe. All right, let's go to Thursday. The warming trend begins as high pressure begins to build back across the western United States. High temperatures, low 80s, maybe mid 80s. Around 90 to low 90s on Friday with mostly sunny skies. And then things get a little bit more complex. We get a low pressure area cutting off across northern Baja And overall, we have a ridge building in the west, but it's kind of a dirty ridge. Another short wave undercuts it across the Pacific Northwest, but high temperatures should still keep climbing into the low and middle 90s. Here's a week from today. This is Sunday, the 6th of May. And you see that area of low pressure to our south. We've got another short wave across the Pacific Northwest, but ridging is the dominant weather feature across the west. So I'd say a few high clouds, otherwise mostly sunny and high temperatures mid to upper 90s. Really about the same thing as we go to Monday the 7th. That dirty ridge continues with an area of low pressure over the Great Basin. And then here's the end of the forecast period. This is Tuesday, the 8th of May. And that still looks like a short wave to our north. High temperatures would still be mid and upper 90s. Some of the guidance actually pushes us over the century mark at this point. We'll have to see how this plays out. Obviously a somewhat complex weather pattern, but at this stage of the game, it looks dry for us. Checking the temperatures coming off of the GFS ensemble through the period. How about high temperatures getting down to the mid 70s on Wednesday? That looks great. And then that climb up, and here we go. The dog days of summer, if this verifies, are right around the corner. And that's going to wrap it up for the Phoenix, Arizona weather discussion for today. My next video back here tomorrow morning. And if you like our videos, be sure to subscribe so that whenever we post a brand new one, you'll get the notifications. Otherwise, be safe out there and have a great Sunday.